So Russia is calling America out. If you want to know the truth about everything, let two friends fight and just sit back. You're going to hear all the nitty gritty, all what they've been hiding. I want to remind y'all something, man. Slavery. I know y'all like to believe that Abraham Lincoln, fairy tale, but he just came and he wanted to free the black people, even though they shot his ass, didn't it? And Abraham Lincoln said in his book, if he thought that they can keep slavery and still be free, he wouldn't free no slaves. Because he didn't see us as equal to them. He said, me and them and our people will never get along. Those are the exact words of so-called Abraham Lincoln, who y'all be uplifting. So, if not Britain wanting to keep control over America, because when they made the Americans, America sent them here. They were prisoners and maids and prostitutes. That's who came after Columbus and viciously murdered Native Americans and Cushites who were here, so that they can have the land in Jesus' name. That's what happened. The same thing that happened in Australia. Okay, I digress. So because they were having a fight with their brother, their master, that's how the Civil War came. What do you think when they were talking about the British are coming, the British are coming? That's what that was about. So because they didn't want to pay any more tax to Britain and wanted to be under the queen, they wanted to be free. All these men, that's why America is ran by men today. They hated their mother, that bitch, Queen Elizabeth over there. Okay, now, because they were fighting, that's how we got free. The only reason. So, check that. Now, Russia and America is fighting. Russia is at the UN telling them we have seized laboratories and documents showing where America has come and create chemical warfare and chemicals. Some of it was pushed in Libya. They have the facts. They are calling names. They naming names. People who are in the government signing these papers. Because everything must be documented. So that Ebola outbreak, would they not stop talking about? Because the native people turned on the doctors because they realized that the doctors was the cause of the problem, and started killing the doctors, and they stopped putting it on news because that Ebola outbreak stopped when they got rid of those UN doctors. Now Russia is sitting in the UN telling you that they are pushing chemical warfare, and we don't want it done on our land, close to our land, because it can easily get out and contaminate our people. Do it on your soil, not ours. I know a lot of y'all don't watch the news, so I decided to tell you, because I don't watch the news either. My king do. It's still playing now. This is what's happening. These people are, white folks like to get mad sometimes because I tell my little white friend, I said, listen, when I start talking about these evil motherfucking crackers I'm telling you about, where the earth gonna wipe away, no matter what they do to people, no matter how many people you kill, the earth is going to deal with they nasty ass. Something serious. You don't want to be in their shoes. When I tell my friends, stop associating yourself with those white folks. Them crackers I'm talking about. Hmm? It ain't you unless you agree with what they doing. So don't get mad when I talk about it. Because when you see some old crazy ass black people and you start talking about they crazy ass doing some old nigger shit, I don't feel offended. I be like, look at them niggas there. Look at them wild monkeys. Because it ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with me. Because I don't act like that. So if you ain't acting like that and you ain't got that mind like that, you shouldn't care if I talk about them or not. Unless you okay with what they doing. If you feel some type of way. This is happening. Negroes and white folks and Asians. And here what you don't understand. It ain't going to stop. You think if they do it to black folks, it ain't going to do it to you? If you sit back and allow this shit to happen and have played any part in it, because y'all ain't reading that Bible right. That Revelation said when he checked, everybody was laying in the bed with that whore. You see, what happened was Russia had joined America a long time ago in their wickedness. But they realized that America was even more wickeder than them. You see Hitler and Mussolini them and Stalin them, America backed them. And then turned their back on it. And called them wicked. Throwing rocks and hiding their hands. Now Russia them don't remember. China them remember. See, they don't forget their ancestors like we do. It's 3 people on the face of the earth and we can't get along. European, Kushites, and Asian. Somebody got to fall in that line somewhere. Them the only 3. And we can't get along. We got time to sit around and make chemical warfare to kill somebody because you want to annihilate somebody because of the color of their motherfucking skin. Because they look different than you. How silly is that? What kind of playground bullshit is this? Look at that. Before you use these technologies and all of this to find cures and stuff, to find out where we come from exactly and where we're going, wouldn't the earth reveal her secrets if we were worthy? These people want the answers to life, and all they do is figure out ways to take life. Now they got old black woman on the motherfucking microphone talking for America. Anytime them crackers be done did some shit, huh? They try to hide behind a nigga. Some nigga they not hand fed and pet like some puppy dog motherfucking monkey. Some old wild head, nappy head, black ass, pork eating ass black woman keep coming up. America has not. Oh boy, you remember the stories of our grandmama back then. The nigger, the master used to make the nigger hit you with the whip. He made your brothers whip your ass, and your brother liked it more than master did. It was your brother who told when you were running. It was your brother who sold you. It was your brother who came on them plantations and gave you Jesus before you were set free and locked your mind in slavery and religion. It was him. And I promise you, if you look deep in that shit, it's your brother who helping them make them motherfucking chemical warfare. They ain't doing it alone. I was telling my king long time, something going on, man. They tested in the black neighborhoods in a small group in our communities first. People started dropping like flies. I saw it. You woke up one morning, everybody had motherfucking AIDS. The next morning, everybody was on crack. Now everybody on motherfucking pills, fentanyl, any motherfucking thing you could do to get they fucking get they high, and y'all niggas falling for it, playing that Hollywood role, watching their non-reality TV, listening to their fuckery music. Before you remember the blood that was shed, before you remember the women who had their bellies cut open and their babies pulled out and their baby's head hit against a rock and killed it, before you remember that and gain consciousness and stand, you want to get high. Right here in Africa, we go on one road. My king went there thinking he going to get some Intompi. Them niggas getting high in Africa. People who he now went to school with. All of the problems in Africa, you got enough money to get high off of. Imagine. You know what my king told them? We have lost the war. And they said, why? He said, all of the soldiers are here. You've forgotten your roots, your ancestors. Remember the Sankofa. How the lands will deal with every Cushite, just like they deal with them crackers. Because remember, everybody that bury goes into the ground, no matter if you're burned in their oven and say you're cremated. Them ashes got to go somewhere. It shall touch the land. So it's the land you come from and the land you going. And it's the land who shall pay you. Now, toi.